social media doesn't represent everybody, but we think it does. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even represent a majority.
I think it's because we have a lot of similarities in our stories.
Yes.
So that's probably why we connect and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you have to think about it in terms of what you want in a woman. You know what I'm saying? And but I would argue though, majority of men, well, they obviously don't want women to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? I think that they want to be taking care of women, obviously. And I think you want to be able to show your girl something. You want to show her the world. You want her to be able to experience something for the first time with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want a woman who tells me, if I say, oh, you know, let's go to Dubai.
I've been there
and then she's like, oh yeah, I've been there a few times. What? Yeah. Because in your mind, you thinking like, who you been there with?
But what if it's vice versa? Like if you ain't never been, but she been, but she want to take you. How do you feel about that?
If I never been and she been?
Yeah.
I'ma still look at it sideways because I'm like,
but you want to take it?
But
would you take it as in like, okay, maybe this is a new experience that someone can show me?
Yeah,
you know, instead of looking at it as in like, oh, who you been with?
So she's gonna take me, and she gonna pay for it?
Oh my God, that's not the point. That's not the point.
Paying for it.
That's not the point. Whether it be, my apologies, whether it be you pay for it or she pay for it, this is an experience that you never had, and she's saying, hey, let's go. Are you gonna be there, that person, and be like, oh, who was you with, who you went with, such and such, or are you gonna be the person that be like, you know what, I never been there, let's go?
I think it's natural. Okay, I think initially it's both. I think initially you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's cool, I never been there. Dubai, hell yeah. But then as you on a plane and shit, you probably gonna be thinking about it like, how the hell you been here before with who?
I don't know.
I think it's gonna come up. I honestly think it's gonna come up. I think it's a guy thing.
What's your perspective on that?
I think it's a guy thing.
I think me specific, because I can't speak for all brothers.
Okay.
I don't speak for everybody. It depends on the woman that I'm entertaining. Like if it's a shorty that look like she just had a whole bunch of just like niggas taking her to trips and stuff like that. Not really her own boss, but just has been like kind of like kept by other men. That's not my interest. I don't usually go for women like that anyway.
But how can you identify that?
Conversation.
Because
they usually tell on themselves anyway. They tell you everything.
Like and like most of the women I'm interested in, they really be bosses in their own right. Like they like. Most of the women that I've talked to recently, they make way more money than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't have an ego about it. You know what I'm saying? But like, these are women that, you know, it's hard to even like get in touch with, to get to. I ain't saying that they like out vixens or nothing like that, but these are like women that head down, they getting their money up. That's all they. I just come in and sometimes I just like fuck up they.
Yeah.
Fuck up their money. Like, nigga, you ain't supposed to be here.
But a person,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. But I'd go because the type of woman that I would like probably took herself.
So he said
they probably took themselves anyway.
They went by themselves. You saying?
He's saying basically they pay for them. Nobody. He wouldn't have to question who
took them necessarily. Right.
Like, I don't think women take trips by themselves.
Believe it or not,
they go with their girls or they go with a man.
Believe it or not,
I know.
I've never seen a woman who go.
I know a couple. I know a couple.
They actually go by themselves.
Yeah.
Or are you sure they not meeting up with somebody that's there?
No reason for them to lie to me, because these aren't even women that I'm entertaining. But like. I can think one, especially off the top of my head, like she goes on trips probably like 2-3 times a year by herself to like Eastern Europe and shit like that, Japan and shit, by herself, because she put in the work. She want to enjoy her life and she don't want to be stagnated by waiting for a nigga to take her nowhere. You know what I'm saying? She got man, it's nice.
It's out there, but I think it's probably rare though.
I think that it's a small percentage.
It's a small percentage.
Okay. Above rare, but not common.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like above rare,
we can agree on that.
Above rare, but not common.
Because I don't see women these days going on trips by themselves. They got to take a man, or they got to go with their girls. They go the girls trips and all that.
Girls trips, yeah.
Girls
trips are one. I got cousins that go girl trips a lot too.
I still think a girl trip is qualifying. Is like, at least she didn't go with like you talking about. What you talking about? Like,
you think they going to Jamaica getting?
You know, a lot of times.
Hey, bro, Jay, you scarred, bro. God, bro.
No, here's the thing, though. No, here's the thing. No, but actually, no. I reject that because I've never actually experienced that.
Okay.
I'm basically looking at the data online.
Okay.
Guys talking about, oh, my girl went on a girls trip and stuff like that. And yeah, I just never seen it. Like my.